So let's go into it. Who's our first pick here? Pant, obviously.
Yep.
I'd imagine
Aksar as well.
Kuldeep and Aksar. Pant, Kuldeep.
Would you retain Kuldeep at 11? Over the same logic we used, that wrist spinners don't command that bigger price, leave him open for an RTM, Kuldeep Yadav?
The thing is that you can probably go for just one of Kuldeep, Fraser-McGurk and Stubbs, right? Because if Pant and Aksar are your first two, then at your 11 crore price, you can only go for one of those three. And I don't know if, somebody like Stubbs had an incredible season. So I don't know if he pips Kuldeep to that spot.
I would be retaining Stubbs ahead of Fraser-McGurk if I had the choice of that overseas position. I think the three Indian players, Pant, Aksar and Kuldeep, absolutely retain those three. But if I'm going for a fourth player, forgetting that is an 18 crore purse, because you would, again, you'd sort of shuffle the finances to make it a little bit sort of more fairer for Kuldeep, for instance, at 11 crore. I would be going with Tristan Stubbs, because I think the role of a finisher and a power hitter is the supply of them against your top order power hitters. There's an imbalance. There's many overseas top order batters that can open the batting and impact the game through the power play, but there's not as many that can finish an innings and have the impact like a Tristan Stubbs did last season.
So on that, Tom, you're okay with Kuldeep at 11, retain?
Yeah.
At a minimum of 11, and not send him for an RTM because wrist spinners might be cheaper.
Well, Kuldeep, I'd sort of put Kuldeep in the bracket of Rashid Khan. They're match winners. He's actually won. When he came back into that side, they started to win. I think he was unfit for the first portion of the season. He came back into the side. He also had an impact with the ball, and they started to win. Fraser-McGurk obviously came into the side as well and had an impact at the top. But I just think the value of the wrist spin of Kuldeep and the value of Tristan Stubbs is, far outweighs the option of Fraser-McGurk, who I potentially could get as a right to match, or just buy him out of the auction if I'm really wanting to get him.
So 61 crore is worth spending for Pant, Aksar, Kuldeep and Stubbs. And then
you can make the case that Aksar is worth 18, just the same as Pant with what he's done for Delhi recently. So those two could be your 18 crore players. And then you'd probably have Kuldeep at 14 and Stubbs at 11.
It doesn't sound outrageous. I think this is fair. We all agree that Pant, Aksar, Kuldeep and Stubbs, and you could have Abhishek Porel as one of your uncapped players.